In today's video here, I'm going to show you how to revolve, use the rectangular pattern as well as the circular pattern. To the new design here. Remember to check our units. You know what? Inches is fine for today. So we're going to redo just as we did the extrude command exclusively on the waffle one. Let's do a rotate. We're going to do a rotate instead. Again, these numbers don't need to be anything interesting. I'm just pulling numbers out of the air. So we're going to make it 1 inch here. We'll make that 1 inch perfect. And then we'll make this 6 inches. And we'll jump up here, hit finish sketch. So now we have this piece. We're going to revolve this here. And remember, we're going to select the profile this. We're going to select the axis. And that'll be that axis. And now we have a disc, right? We could have just extruded up. That makes sense, of course. We're going to learn how to use the circular pattern in here. So first we're going to do is create a sketch. See how we're repeating this stuff again and again and again. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the line tool. And we're just going to make just kind of a weird shape. So make a straight line here. We're going to make a straight line here. And then this command, you can click and hold down and see how I can make this arc. Play around with this feature a little bit. But we're going to make this unique shape here. We're going to make this teardrop shape. And of course, we're going to finish sketch. We'll hit E for extrude, and we're going to select our area. And we're going to cut. And of course, we could select an inch because we saw it. But we can do a distance. We can do another object. And we're just going to do all. Oops. And see how it doesn't come through? We're going to hit this flip key. And look at that. That makes me happy. So now we have a teardrop shaped hole in our disc. So that's kind of nice. So let's put 12 of these around like this happens to be a clock face. So we're going to go to our pattern tool. And instead of rectangle, we're going to go circular. And in circular, we're going to select our features, right? And then we're going to select our axes. And the cool thing is we already have one because it's round. And see how we have 3? We're going to just turn this to 12. So now we made a clock face with these teardrop shapes. And look at this. Each one rotates a little bit. So the pointy end always goes towards the center. Right? That's kind of magical. Real quick, if you're new here, you don't need to know all the commands in Fusion 360. You only need to know a few. All right, I slid down my screen so that let's do this again here. So we're going to back up to this instance, and this is just me pointing a fine point on things. I'm going to show you the rectangle pattern here, our features. We're going to pick our teardrop and the axes. We'll pick this axis. And so let's make them 3 inches here. Look at that. See, they're all pointing the same direction. They don't turn at all. And that's kind of nice, right? And so maybe we'll make this one here. So, I mean, that's probably the best explanation right there of how these work, right? So this happens to be 1. And then we're going to switch over here to see both at the same time. Of course, that doesn't make any sense, but, right, I could just delete that. Our next video is on fillets and chamfers.